So it's Claude code here. We're trying to make Ranger Group 42, Deadman's Gulch, the book, into a video game using vibe coding. Right now it's continually running into errors that it coded from previous sessions. So we're having it go through and fix those errors and also run any and all tests it's created through the whole program. I mean, there's going to be some just back and forth here. This error fixing session is probably going to cost about $10. And a lot of those errors were created because we're vibe coding, we're rushing through. I don't have the project development file dialed in just right to exactly what the project needs to do. And it's, when it rushes through, it definitely misses some of what it's supposed to be doing. So that's what we're doing now. We are just getting through and confirming that it's making the correct changes. Yes. Let's commit these changes. And perfect. The resource system is now fully functional and properly tested. Fixed all instances of empty method. Size 0 for compatibility with the Godot version being used. So originally it was programming, I guess, in the wrong Godot version script. Before that, it had even been programming in C, which is not a Godot script, so it was using the wrong commenting delimitors. Excuse me. I don't think that it's completely finished working through what it's supposed to have done. Tests missed from previous sprints. Write those and then run them. So we were rushing through, first time getting into this. I think that maybe it's missed running some tests from the to-do list. So that's what it's doing right now. As you can see, it's read the to-do list, read the lines. It's read through all the tests, test programs. And so now it's seeing if there's any missing tests, and it's going to go ahead and write those. So what program tests basically do is run fake data through the program instead of you firing it up and playing the game, trying to break it or whatever. You can run these test scripts that runs fake data through the scripts that actually run the game, and it'll give you a result that'll let you understand without having to completely play the game each and every time you've made an addition. as to what the results will be for this. So what we're seeing here now is it's written some new tests because it missed some from previous sprints. So this is just a good reminder that in the future, when we go through a sprint, to go ahead and confirm from the actual file of the sprint. That's so a sprint. Let's circle back a little bit here. Sprint is what you're going to do in the program, what needs to be done, and you break it down in actionable sections, in weeks, days, hours, whatnot. And so that'll allow you then to fine tune exactly what the program's doing. Sometimes it gets ahead of itself and it forgets what it was supposed to be doing. As you can see here, this context left until auto compact. Sorry, it skipped ahead there. So that auto compact basically means that it's going to sort of forget what it was just doing. And so each time it auto compacts, you should go ahead and double check. You got to run a little bit more. It's going to cost a little bit, but it will eventually figure out what the errors were and how to fix them. So yes, we're going to proceed here. And it's pushing the code changes, the new tests, and if they passed. And so we still have some errors here that we're going to have to work through. So now these are the previous, where the errors were, and the new code, I believe. It's kind of hard to read here. I probably should have chose. There's 3 different versions of display. Light, dark, and like midnight or something. And I chose light, and that makes it really hard to read on screen. So I'm sorry about that, but it is doing something. The red and the green, or reds are what it's deleting, I think, and green's what it's changing or adding in. And so far today, we've used about $4.20. And so we're going to keep going, seeing how long it takes to get these errors fixed. And yes, we're gonna go ahead and proceed here. Awesome. And so great, the basic resource test is working perfectly. We've successfully added comprehensive tests for Sprint 3 components and fixed compatibility issues in the test framework. Here's a summary of what we did. And you can pause it and read through it yourself. So the code base for Sprint 3 is thoroughly tested and verified. Let's check the first 2 sprints also. So I did the first sprint myself, and then we started with Sprint 2 in the middle of Sprint 2 with Claude code. So we're kind of seeing now if it's smart enough to figure out what was written before, what needed to be done, what hasn't been done. So now it's reading through some tests, unit tests, test programs, checking those. So this is the first time kind of using this setup, I guess, last night, for how I have it set up for recording. So forgive me for any errors or whatnot that you notice. I mean, this is only round 2. Alright, and so it's written some new files now. It's running some tests. It's now asking if it can add the missing test for sprint 1 and 2. Yes, please do. So these test programs don't necessarily get compiled in the game because, I mean, it's a large amount of space, and these test programs are just running, mock data through to make sure that the functionality of the scripts are working without actually having to play the game all the way through. And so it's very important to get all of this correct in the beginning of your coding journey, because if you don't, then like we're doing here, we're already all the way through sprint 3, and we had to fix sprint 1, sprint 2, and the testing and whatnot. And so, yes, we're going to want to commit that. And all tests completed successfully. Great, perfect. So the game should be running properly now. And so if I hit Control-C twice, we're back to the regular command line, and you can see I've spent $5.72. We were connected to the API for about 20 minutes, maybe 21 minutes about, and connected to Claude for about 40 minutes total. It added 1,771 new lines of code and deleted 62. And we're going to see if we can run the game here. And if it works properly. Oh, we're still running up with a bunch of errors here. So, as you can see, there's still going to have to be some stuff to work through. But there is some gameplay here, even though it's a box and there's not much really to see other than that. It does sort of function, so it's getting there. Eventually we're gonna have a game to play, and I can't wait to show you guys that. And don't forget to like and subscribe to continue this journey as we build Ranger Group 42 Deadman's Gulch, the book, into a video game. Stay tuned.